Hello, crafters. Happy Tuesday. Sorry I'm a little late. Technology is great. Let's see. Make sure my mic is working. I think nobody's on here to see if you can hear me. Let me test over here. Yep. Okay. It looks like we're good to go. So happy Tuesday. Welcome to my Facebook Live. I try to do one every single week. So I have a card tonight. That's usually what I do, is a card. It's a real pretty card. It's a quick card. So hopefully you guys will like it. Hi Diane. Hi Donna. How are you guys today? Happy Tuesday. Last week I was getting, which I'm getting it now, the same, error message, and I talked to my son about it, and he basically told me I was crazy. So we're just gonna go roll with it and see what happens. It didn't seem to have affected anything last week. I played back my video and it seemed fine. So I think it's just something on my end. So Tuesday, it's Tuesday. We got a card tonight. I think you guys are going to like the card. It's a simple one, easy card. But before we go into the card, let me go ahead and talk to you guys about a couple of things. Something we learned today. I think there was only one thing that we learned. Well, there's new kits coming. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but they keep dropping kits like crazy. So what you want to do is just go to my shop and check the kits out all the time, because they keep giving us brand new kits. So, and I think they're going to drop at least one a month, if not a couple. So just go in there and check them out. The other big news that Stampin' Up! Released to us was, oh, Donna, you are going to have so much fun with that Cricut. Sorry. Donna just recently got a Cricut maker, so welcome. It took me months before I actually used it. I was very confused, but once you start using it and playing with it, it's so much easier. You're gonna love it. That's so exciting. So Donna's got a new craft with the Cricut. I picked up a new craft. If you guys seen my post yesterday with the crocheting, I'm addicted to the crocheting the little critters. I don't know what they call them. It's Anna Guru or something. I don't know, some weird name. But I'm obsessed with them. Hi Dawn, welcome. So I love that we've got new hobbies. That's awesome. And Donna, you can incorporate the Cricut in with Stampin' Up! And stamping. You can take pictures of, I'm not quite sure, you can Google it, but you could take pictures of your stamped. So if something doesn't have a die cut with it, or you didn't get the die cut, you could take pictures of your stamps, upload them onto the Cricut, and then cut out your images. Don't ask me how, because I have yet to do it, but there are lots of demos out there that have done that. There's lots of videos that you can check that out. Let's see. And Diane, you're still waiting on your paper pumpkin. Well, hopefully it gets there before Friday for you. That's a bummer. I hate when that happens. I hate when you see the tracking number and there's nothing. So let's talk about one of the exciting things we heard today through Stampin' Up! New celebration items are coming February 1st. I don't know. They haven't showed us. They just teased us today and said starting February 1st, they're going to drop new celebration items. So if you've shopped all the celebration items that you wanted and you're looking for new stuff, well, head back to my shop on February 1st, and check out the new celebration items. Again, I have no idea what they're giving us. I don't know if it's free with 50, free with 100. I'm not sure, but that's exciting. So that was one of the big news things that was dropped today. We have just about a month left to shop Celebration. Can you guys believe Celebration's almost over with again? That celebration goes by so quick. You blink and it's gone. So if anybody's watching and wondering, what the heck am I talking about celebration? Let me pull up my picture here. I think it's this picture. Shop and earn. So when you shop right now through February 29th, you will earn free items for every $50 spent. So there's no limit. You can earn as many products that you want, celebration items that you want. I guess most are $50 when you spend $50, but there are a couple of items in there when you spend $100 you can earn them. I showcased one last week, the folder and the stamp set. So there are some, so you just have to pay attention. Which ones do you want? 30 more days. It's crazy. So this is a fun time to shop. If you head over to my shop, chris.stampinup.net, and you shop with me during this celebration time, you'll not only earn your free celebration items, you also will earn something from me. I always send out a thank you card and a little thank you gift for shopping with me. So another bonus. So that is happening right now. And you guys can head over to my shop and check out the celebration items to see which are available. So that's part of celebration. During celebration, Stampin' Up! Goes nuts and they give us all kinds of fun things. So another option right now through celebration, again, 30 more days, not a long time. If you join my team, which I have an amazing group of stampers, not most of them, but some of my team is on here, and they're always on here helping me because gosh knows I need help on a Tuesday. It's usually called Hot Mess Tuesday, and there's always a reason for it. So I am thankful that Diane and Donna, and when my team gets on here, Dawn's a big help too. When you guys are on here and I'm stumbling around like a goofball, you guys help me out. During celebration, if you join my team for $99, you can get this beautiful glass mat. So it is awesome. It's fun. I've showcased it for you guys in some past videos. I've explained a bunch of the details in it. But basically, you get this glass work area. You get the silicone mat that comes with it, and that gray simple chamois. It's not called the simple chamois, but it's like our simple chamois, but it's thinner. You get all those items for free, and you get $125 worth of Stampin' Up! Products with your $99 purchase. So you join my team for 99 bucks, you get the glass mat, you get the $125 of stuff you pick out, plus you get free shipping. Plus, you get to be on my team. We have a great time on the team. We do swaps, and we have team meetings, and it's a lot of fun. Plus, let's see. That's right. You are correct, Dawn. I love all you goofballs. I love you guys. So that's one thing that you can do when you join is you get this glass mat here. If for some reason you didn't want the glass mat and you just wanted to join my team, there's another option where they will add $30 more to your $125. So I know the numbers are getting confusing, but join my team for $99, pick option 2. Instead of getting $125 to pick out, you get $155 worth of Stampin' Up! Products to put in your starter kit. Free shipping, and so that's the other option if you wanted that. It's a great option. It's awesome. It's amazing. It's such a great time to shop at Stampin' Up! During celebration and join my team. I just had one of my team members, Tina, who's my bestie. She just had her 1-year Stampiversary with us. So I have a couple of team members that are going on 3 years, a couple that are going on 2 years, or one that's, I don't know, but it's it's awesome. So she'll get a little gift from me when you are with me. I try to recognize all your birthdays, and I send out gifts, and there's team incentives and all kinds of fun things. So that's the second thing happening at Stampin' Up. And then if you, let's see, where is that one? This one here. If you host during the celebration time, couldn't think of what I was trying to say. If you host a party, now a party could be a party just for you. If you went in and spent $300 on Stampin' Up products during celebration, which is February 29th, it ends, you will earn an extra $30 more in rewards. If you wanted to have a party and you wanted some friends to go ahead and, you know, let's do this party, let's, you know, give them, you could get a host code and I can give it to you. You would give that to them, and then they would just go to my shop, use that host code, and it links it directly to your party. Or we could do a Facebook party where I would get in, you'd invite all your friends, and I would do some demos, and we'd have some interactive things going on during the Facebook party. And again, they would go to my shop and get the special link, special code, and we would go ahead and set you up for that. Super easy to have a party. The party costs you nothing. And if people order, that's awesome for you. You earn products, you earn stuff. Right now I have a party going, and I have two going. One's up to $600 and the other one's up to $280, which she'll hit the $300. So it's easy to do, especially if you have a lot of Stampin' friends. So that's what's happening. That's what's going on. Thank goodness for Stampin' Up and celebration. I just love it. So that is my spiel for the next month. You're going to have to hear that spiel unless you tune in later. Then you can just, you know, or zone me out like I was told my team does to me. So that is completely fine. So let's go ahead and turn you guys down, and I'm going to show you the card. Hopefully I don't make you guys sick by turning you guys down. Let's see where we're at with this. I got the picture up right now so I don't make you seasick. All right, let's take this picture off and see if you guys... Okay, so we're a little crooked. Let me straighten that out here. Let me flip you up a little bit. Okay, let's do this. Come on, I don't want to make you guys too seasick. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So you guys can see also, I forgot to mention, my current host code is at the top of the screen, and it's also pinned on this video. So when you guys are shopping, if you're spending less than $150, you'll want to use my host code, and that'll help me give presents away to you guys. So, John, you took your Dramamine. Oh, that's funny. So this is the card that I'm going to show you guys how to make tonight. It's super easy. It's so pretty. I just love the way this card turned out. I love the Stampin' Blends. You guys know that by now. And what I love about the Stampin' Blends is they're super easy to use. And Stampin' Up just gives us the areas where we can do the shadowing. I am not a good colorer. I cannot color well. I think let me flip you guys here. It looks like I am the wrong way. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, that looks better. So if you guys can see that gold in there, oh my gosh. So I've got a couple of products going on here. I'm not a flower person. I really don't like a lot of the flower stuff. Some of them catches my eye, but I really love the flowers with the details. So this is the Stippled Roses stamp set that I use to stamp out that gorgeous flower. And this is a great stamp set. It's got so much detail in these flowers when they're stamped out in the leaves. And then the sentiments here, you could use this quite a bunch of times throughout the year, because you have congratulations best birthday wishes, sending thanks, and then happy Mother's Day. So these three you could use all year round. And then, of course, Mother's Day. But this stamp is really big. And like I said, the detail on them are amazing. So that is the stamp set. And then if you guys notice that beautiful little shiny gold there. Let me see. Okay, here it is. Thoughtful moments. I was drawing a blank as to what that was. So this here is on page, let me show you guys. It's on page 18 in the mini catalog. So you can see it here. There's a brayer, which I have the brayer, but I tried the brayer. I'll show you. I've got a couple of cutouts and stuff of this that I did. So you can use the brayer to ink up the embossing pad here. You would ink it up on the Stampin' Up side, and you would ink that up, and then when you cut them out, this is how mine turned out. So it's a little splotchy. I have to play with it more. A bunch of the inks that I used, this is how it came out. I have seen where some people have used the inks and they've come out perfectly, but I have to figure it out more. But still, I like that. I'll use this on something, but you can see where some of the ink went a little thicker than other parts of the ink. I haven't tried the memento with this one yet, so I don't know what kind of effects that's going to be, but that's when you ink it up. I used the ink pad, which I tried the brayer and I didn't get enough ink on. There was a bunch of ink missing and it was lighter. It was more like this, but there was spots missing. And then when I used the ink pad, it got too inky. So I've got to figure out that happy medium with the inks. But you can also just cut out the words on just cardstock. So they're embossed up on the cardstock. So that is another way to do it. And then you can just cut out the, let me move this out of here. You can die cut just the words in like Whisper White, and then take a, let's see, we'll do a Stampin' Blend and see how that works. You can use, I'm going to use, you can kind of color just the raised part with your Stampin' Blends or your Stampin' Right markers. You could use the blending, not the blending, the, oh, what do you call them? Yeah, the blending pens. You could use that with the ink. But as long as you're careful, this works out pretty well. So you can see, you can color it like that. There's lots of different options with this folder and die set. You could also, I know some people were saying that they didn't want to do every time cut out all of these. I'm telling you right now, you do need 6x6 in this folder, the piece of paper, if you wanted to cut all of these out. Anything smaller than that, you're going to end up losing chunks of your words. But if you wanted to just cut out one, you just take a little scrap piece. Let's see if I have one over here. Do I? Yes. Just take a little scrap piece and just use the one scrap piece in there. And you could just use, get the one word. The embossing folder, so you get this folder, or embossing, the dies. I'm sorry, I can't speak tonight. Hi, Amy. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. So the dies to this, with this embossing folder, it just, if you get it the right way, you put it on it and you can feel it'll sliding around, and then it clicks into place, and then it's not moving. So you'll see when you get it, so you know which side it would go into. And then you would put your paper in whatever one you wanted, and then run it through your die cutting machine. So, and then it also has a bunch of these little dies, a rainbow, these flowers, stars, hearts, butterflies, and then these little vines. So it comes with all of those also. This set is the Thoughtful Moments. It's on page, what page did I say it was on, guys? Where's my catalog? It is on page 18 in the mini catalog. There's actually two types of these folders available there. I don't have this one yet. It's on my wish list. The Adorning Hearts hybrid folder. So this embosses and cuts out. And then here's the Thoughtful Moments one. So it is a really nice set to have because you have all of those words. And then playing with this and cutting out the different words and stuff, I found the foil was the best. It really pops with the foil, and I'll show you. I have a whole thing full of, where is it? Right here. So I'm going to keep these for future cards, but look at how gorgeous it is with foiled paper. So this is the gold foil. So I have a bunch of foil that is retired that I'm probably going to use and pop up a bunch of these. It is just so pretty, and the words just pop right out, and just, it's awesome. That is my favorite with this one, is using the gold foil and just cutting those words out. So that is that. And then the stippled, oh, where'd my catalog go? The stippled one here, Stippled Roses. Yeah, Amy, I think you'd like that one. It's really fun to play with. And then the Stippled Roses, this is on page 64 of the mini catalog. It has dies that you can buy. I don't know. I thought I added the dies, but I don't have the dies. I just have the stamp set. So that's going on my next order. But you can get just the stamp set. You can get just the dies, or you can get them together. So this is the stamp set I'm using. It's very detailed, very pretty. So let's go ahead and then of course you guys see what I've used. The postage dies. I'm telling you guys, it's one of my favorite ones. I don't think that's what it's called though. What are they called? I call them the postage dies, but they're not. They are, I think I have them over here, the perennial postage dies. So I've been using these a lot. So here they are. You get all kinds of dies in there. And with this card, I'm using the largest and that second one next to the largest. So I did on the inside, I did one of the largest on the inside for writing. And then our designer series paper is cut with the large one, and then this is cut with the next to the large one. So the paper, the designer series paper, is one of the free papers. That one was, the dies in that were kind of like right at the front, and I think we get so excited looking through the catalog that a lot of the front stuff we overlook because we just want to get through the catalog. But that is one not to miss, let me tell you. The Softly Stippled 12x12 Designer Series paper is what I'm using. This is free with a $50 purchase. And the paper on here is so soft and pretty. Let me show you guys some of it in person. So you have different textured on one side, and then on the other side is more of the roses or the leaves. So you guys can see, you can get a lot of use out of this paper, I think. For it being free with a purchase, I would grab this one up. And I wonder what we're going to get on the 1st, February 1st, which is just 2 days away. So that's the paper. I've been using a lot of this. I'm probably going to get another pack of that. But that is the designer series paper. So I want to show you guys, here's another one that I did, and this is using the blue colors, and I love how that one turned out. And then this one, I used orange, or not orange, pumpkin pie with the lemon lolly, which I thought was so pretty, because you know, you see those roses that have the colors inside. And I used wild wheat as the background with that background paper out of that set. I don't know. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. So, and you can really match up your colors to your card base and your DSP. So those are going to be my, I don't know if you picked up on the theme, but they're going to be my thank you cards for all my customers who ordered this January from me. But I'm going to show you guys how we make them. So I'm going to do the real red one. So I have a real red card base. We're going to do our stamping on our piece of paper and coloring, because that's the show of the card. So this is, you're going to need your big, large block, or if you have a stamping, what do you call it? Hi, Tracy. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. So if you have a stamping platform, you could use that. The glass plate, too. I know there's going to be a glare, but you can use the glass plate. That'll hold your stamp in place. And you can ink that up and then take your card on top and, you know, do your thing that way. So, but I'm going to use my glass block. Like I said, it's the largest one. Because this stamp is pretty big, I am going to take my ink to the stamp. It seems to get a better ink coverage when you have larger stamps, to take your ink pad to your stamp. And then you can see that looks pretty good. And then I'm going to just take this one here and stamp it in the center. So I used, if you guys, I don't think I told you, Memento ink for that. And I love the details. Watch when I pull this up. Watch the details that come in this. Look at the details on that. I just love how that looks. So, let me just get this cleaned up and put away so it's not in my way over here. So, of course, I'm going to use the Stampin Blends because I love the Stampin Blends. And, again, with Stampin' Up, when they design these stamps, they put the shadows right in there. Where you could shade. So you can see the dark, and that's where you would do your shading. So the first thing I'm going to do is, the colors I'm using will be light and dark real red, and then I'm going to use dark cherry cobbler. So I'm going to use the light first, and I'm going to color in all of these flowers with the light. And there are some areas which look like the leaves, but it's the rose, so I just got to be careful. Sometimes I get going, I'm like, oops, I colored a leaf red when it was supposed to be green. But I'm just going to color the big rose here. So I'm using the paintbrush tip. You could use the other tip if you wanted to. I just like this one because you can color faster, I guess, or more coverage with this. But the fine tip is nice for when you're going around the edges. And with the Stampin' Blends, you want to watch when you're coloring, because if you get too close to the edge, they do expand, so it can bleed through. So you want to go right up to the edge, but you don't want to go on the edge, if that makes any sense. So, oh, thank you, Amy. She said she loves my shade of nail polish. I actually just did these. I was all prepared, which is so weird. The last like 4 Facebook Lives, I've been like a day ahead with my project or my designs, which is so much better. I don't know why I didn't prioritize that ahead of before, because now I'm not rushing at the last minute. But then I'm like, have too much time on my hands, I think. And then I was sitting there and I'm like, oh crud, my nails were not painted. They were painted, but the nail polish was coming off. Because I paint my own nails because you don't have time. I don't have time to go to some place and have them painted, and then it costs money to do that. So I'd like to take that money and put it towards more stamping supplies, because I don't need any more of them. So you guys have been shopping. What have you guys been buying? What do you like, the celebration items? Which ones are your favorites? What are your favorites out of the mini? I can't believe that celebration is almost over with. It feels like it just started yesterday. We did also, as demonstrators, we get privy to stuff before the general public, and we got notification today that starting February 1st, we can pre-order online exclusives that you guys as customers will have access to in March and the upcoming year. We actually are able to order all of our online exclusive items that will be available all year. We get to order them on February 1st. So that's exciting. Then we can order them and play with them and show you guys all the little tips and tricks we found with them. So that's light red. Now I'm going to bring the dark real red in. I'm going to use the marker tip here, and I'm going to go over the dark shaded areas where that you can see little speckles in there. I'm going to color over all of the speckles, hit all those dark lines, and just create that shading. Let's see. Flight and Airy. That one's super pretty, isn't it? I like that one. That's the celebration item for free, right? That paper's pretty. So I know you guys probably are like, oh great, she's coloring, but I wanted to show you guys, because a lot of people are like, I can't color and everything looks so pretty when other people do it. And I feel ya, because I'm not that good at coloring. But like I said, Stampin' Up! Just gives us the shading. They put it right out in all their stamps. If you look at their stamps, you stamp with them, you will always be able to do the shading the right way, because they do the shading for us. We just have to pick the colors and color it in. Oh yeah, that's the one with the birds. Yes, I do like that one. That goes with, and I cannot remember the name of it because I did not get it, but it goes with, coordinates with one of our stamps and dies in the new mini. And I cannot put my finger on what the name of that one is. But I believe that designer series paper, you can cut those birds out with the dies. So it's already looking real pretty with the way that shading is. And these guys are consumable products. So when you do use them over time, you're going to need to replace them. The tips wear out, the colors, you know, you lose the ink in them. It's just how it is with any marker. They don't last forever. So this is something that you will need to replace over time. I've had to replace some. I mean, it's not like you're going to use it and then 2 days later need to replace it. They last a while, but it is one of those items where it will not last you forever. And I use mine quite a bit, and I would say my colors that I use a lot all the time, I probably have to replace them maybe 7 to 8 months. But I'm sure other people, especially demos who have classes and stuff and let people use them, I'm sure they have to replace them a little sooner. So there's my shading for that. So we could leave it like that, but I wanted to add a little bit more depth, and I thought with the dark cherry cobbler, we're going to hit those dark lines. Now I'm not going to do the little black dots. I'm just going to hit the darker black lines with this, just to give it a little bit more detail. And at first I was like, I don't think it made a difference. But then when I pulled back and just looked at it, it really did make a difference by using this other marker here. So you guys can see. It really makes it stand out. It really makes it look 3D. So I think that guy looks good. And then I'll do these little ones here. And then the, so you can leave it like this when you're done, or you can take the light real red and go over all those flowers again to soften up those lines, which I like this. I'm going to leave it like this. I think that looks good. But I think on this one I went, no, I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Maybe on this one. Yeah, this one I had a darker blue in there, and then I took the light color and went over them all again. But I like how this one stands out. You can really see those roses. They look like they're just gonna pop off that page. So but it's so easy to do. Just experiment with your colors, you know, get some colors together and just do some experimenting with them. Now I'm gonna do Old Olive for the flowers, and I'm going to use the light Old Olive to just put that top color on the leaves. My pup, Charlie, the newest puppy, she went in today and was spayed. She had her surgery. So she got home around 4 o'clock. So she was so groggy when she came home. I laid with her on the floor, and she didn't even know where she was. Poor pup. But she's resting now. She's outside the door here, laying down with that cone on her head. Oh my gosh, we have to deal with that well, she has to deal with it, but we do too, for the next 10 to 14 days. So I'm like, all right, 10 days. And the vet technician was like, well, we really recommend 14. And I'm like, but we can take it off at 10? Well, you can. I'm like, yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I don't think I'm going to be able to stand the hitting in the back of the legs with that thing 100 times a day. But we'll see how her stitches are. If it looks like she needs it, you know, I'm not going to take it off if she definitely needs it. And then with the dark Old Olive, just going to go around and hit some of those dark spots on the leaves here. And I'm going to use the marker tip and just go over. And this is another one, if you want to, when you're all done, hit it with the light color again. You can soften those lines in there, or you can leave it. And I like the looks of it like this. Sometimes I will go back and hit it, but we'll see when I'm done coloring. I'm just going to color in those bulbs right there, make them a little darker. This reminds me of, we had a magnolia stamp set a few years back, and it was a big magnolia. I still have it. I love that one. And it had the detail like this one has. I just love the coloring these type of stamps. All right, that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to leave that. I'm not going to soften up those lines. I think that looks good. So now it's just a matter of assembling the card. Super easy. I chose, with each of my cards here, the card base I chose was the colors I used on my flowers to match that card base. So obviously I've got real red here. Use that bone folder to give it a good crease. And then my designer series paper. So I'm using this side, that gray. And I'm going to just use my Stampin' Seal and add that to that designer series paper. So it frames it up nicely. Oh, I almost had it straight. There we go. That looks good. And then this is just going to go on the front. Again, your Stampin' Seal, your liquid glue, whatever kind of adhesive you want to use. And then that red frames up that card so nicely with that flower. Just like that. And I'm going to put this on the inside. Oh, that's crooked. Oh boy. Let's see if I pull that up. I probably can't. Oh, maybe I can. That's the nice thing about the liquid glue if you use it, is you have a little bit of time to wiggle it around. And so if you put it on crooked, you can straighten it out. This one came off pretty easily. Sometimes it comes off and it starts tearing your paper and you're like, oh well, it's gonna be crooked. I don't know. That looks good. There we go. Much better. And then our inside, we're gonna just use this piece here. You want to make sure when you're gluing it down to get use the right side of it. When you cut it out of the dies, you want to make sure you use the part that you cut out and glue the back part on. And that'll give it that nice area to write on, and it frames it up so nicely. And then the final touch would be that gold. I'm using Thank You, because again, for my customer thank yous. And this I popped up with the Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. Telling you guys, that die set is awesome. especially like I said with the gold or with the foil papers. I mean, gold I think is the only foil we have right now, Stampin' Up! Has. I have a whole bunch, like I said, of retired stuff. But that foil pops those words, that embossing out. It's beautiful. So I highly recommend that. And I recommend you guys playing with it and seeing what you guys think. So there it is. That's the one we did tonight. This is the one I did earlier. And then these guys here. I don't know. Can you see them all? I think you can. So there they are. Really easy. It came together pretty easy. The coloring is the thing that takes the longest, but I think that's the most stunning part of it is the coloring. So let me flip you guys up. Isn't that gold foiling so pretty? Let me see. I know you guys are going to probably be a little crooked. Let's see. Or I'm upside down probably. Where am I? I am sideways. There I go. All right. So, let me just pop in there. So that was it. Super easy, you guys. That stamp set is amazing. The Stippled Roses. The detail in that when you stamp it is just crazy. Make sure when you're stamping it, you press down hard enough to get those details. It's that one stamp I used is a bigger stamp, so you're going to want a big block and you're going to want to make sure you press down hard enough on that or your stamping platform to get those details, those nice details in there. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to go tend to my pup and clean up here, and I just had to share that with you guys. And if you guys are interested in those products, head over to my shop, add those products today. That stamp set and embossing folder combo is amazing. It's the Thoughtful Wishes. Is that what I said it was? I'm having a blank here. I think it's Thoughtful Wishes. That is amazing. And it's, like I said, you don't really see it when you get into the catalog because it's up in the front. And I think we are all like flipping through the catalog looking at everything. So, all right, guys. Well, I will talk to you guys next Tuesday. I'll see you here, same place, same channel. And thank you guys so much for being here and joining me live. And maybe next week we'll do a giveaway. What do you think? All right, guys. Well, thanks again, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great week.